Good evening, everyone. So let me just move. Um, this is a bit of an extra one for me tonight. Um, some of you would have seen the podcast with Utem. He interviewed me. It's my first podcast interview. Really enjoyed it. And me, with my striving for excellence, I was trying to basically what it is. The reason I'm doing this, I was going to do this video tomorrow, is each of my Facebook lives, I number them. So I think I'm on number 37 or 38. And I wanted the podcast interview to be the next number. So thankfully, Utum recorded our podcast and he put it up on YouTube, and it really looks really nicely done in terms of professionalism, the editing and what have you. He did do a Facebook Live, but literally it was just a recording of me on the laptop and him speaking. So I added the video to my YouTube channel, or my playlist, Seeds of Wisdom, and I tried to add the number to represent the number of the next video in the series. And I couldn't do it. Maybe I can do it on a laptop, but I couldn't do it on my phone. So I had number 1 to 37, and then I had this one here, and I couldn't number it 38, whatever. And it bugs me. So me and my craziness, I thought let me jump on and do a Facebook Live, and that could be the number, the 38th. But this video I was going to do probably tomorrow. I was going to do it after watching the interview back fully, and then I wanted to go comment on it. But anyway, that's me, myself, and I. So reflections. I've got two massive things I've had to reflect on, really. Firstly is the podcast. I did a few hours of it, massive milestone in my life. I talked in the interview about journaling, and it's something I wanna start doing, but with my lifestyle, I don't feel I can make the time to do like a proper diary on a regular basis. So starting small for me is just journaling or dating significant achievements, events in my life, and then maybe around that, it's just about Utum, really just writing a few feelings, just so for me, and I think it's the same for other. We tend to keep doing stuff in life, do one thing, do the next, do the next, do the next. We tend to forget, not so much forget things that have happened, but forget the way we felt and how we felt for us at that time. So, evening, Carmen, how you doing? Everyone, if you haven't checked out Carmen, check out Carmen. She's doing amazing things, really building a big, strong business to serve others. So I really encourage you to check in with her and see what she's doing. The Habibi, that's Carmen. Her term for describing people is a lovely word, and yeah, check her out what she's doing. So I was talking about journaling and how I'm going to start noticing significant dates, achievements, things that have happened in my life, and just a few words around that about how I felt at the time. I used to keep a diary about 15 years ago when I was a child, and that David Daniels is not the same David Daniels now in terms of where I am mentally, physically, and I've forgotten how I felt in detail on that day, and I got rid of that diary, and I don't have that. It would have been really nice to have looked back on that diary and see how I used to feel at the time and see the progress that I've made. So if I was going to update my journal or over the last few years, yeah, two massive events. So one was my cousin's wedding on Friday. That was in Belfast, in Northern Ireland, and that was just an amazing experience. Just because obviously the wedding itself is amazing. Hey Jenna, how you doing? Thanks for watching. Hope you stay on for a little bit. Just because obviously weddings are amazing, and but secondly, it was just because I was out there for 3 days, and most people were at least 2-3 days because of flying over or coming in from England. Wasn't kind of thing that you just come and then go like a normal wedding, and there was lots going on in Northern Ireland, and my cousin had planned a get together the next day as well. So it was really an opportunity to um, bond with other people and get to know other people as well. And my family, or my clan, as I should call them, there's loads of us, so we don't often get the chance, just logistically with everyone's lives and what have you, locations. We don't often get the chance to come together, and bearing in mind not everyone made it over there, um, but enough of us were over there to really having an amazing time. And we just, like I said, we're all grown doing our thing, children, but when we just come together, it's just like we just pick up from where we left off, and we just have so much laughter and just so much. Um, my family just got so much knowledge, and they're all doing amazing things. It seems to be an entrepreneurial streak running through our family. Uh, so many in my family are doing their own businesses, really changing things, challenging the status quo. My cousin in particular, he's a DJ, and you probably have the similar um, preconceptions what a DJ is, but he's managed to get DJing on the curriculum, the school curriculum in Northern Ireland, and that's such a massive achievement what he's done. And people often think about DJing as a glamorous affair. He's grafted. He's worked so hard over the last 10. Forgive me, Qua, you're probably not probably doing the justice of the number of years. 10, 15 years. He's really worked at his craft to get that to the level it is now, and it's still taking work just to maintain what he's done. And that's just one example um, of someone in my family who's just doing amazing things. So when we come together, I'm just like not in awe of them, but I just love spending time with them, and we just rib each other. And we just there's no egos involved, and if there is, they soon get brought back down to earth. So we just had an amazing time catching up with each other. It was my little brother's birthday on a Sunday. He literally passed through because he had to go back, fly back, passed through, said hello. We sang happy birthday, gave him the cake, and then he went again. Um, but we just spent an amazing time catching up together. It's something definitely I hold close to my heart um, in my life. So I had that, and I'm not even getting into all the dancing and there's some stuff flying around on Facebook. If you have the chance to check out the dancing and everything, it's just just hilarious, just pure good times, pure good times. Like I say, it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's just an amazing thing. And like I said, not even all the family was there. Um, and then the other significant thing was today, my podcast interview, my first interview with the lovely Utam Mares, who's doing great things in the speaking world, and he um, was really honoured. He asked me to come on his podcast, and he's got some significant, more well-known people in the personal development industry who he's interviewed already, and he's got more to come. And he asked me to be appear on his podcast, and I was really honoured because of the caliber of people that he's interviewing. But at the same time, knowing that I have something to share, which is my own story, which no one can replicate because it's my own. Just like with you, everyone out there who's watching this, or everyone out there, you have your own story, very similarities, and no two people's story are exactly the same. And it's a bit the same in the speaking world. Um, you could have two speakers speaking on exactly the same subject, but just coming at it from different angles, or even if they use word for word alike, my mannerisms, my passion will not be the same as the next person. So yeah, although I may be seen as a newbie in this public speaking world, or not as my achievements are not as much as those people, I still have something to bring, and that definitely something we talked about beforehand, and we talked about what we're going to talk about and what have you, and we just decided that we weren't going to script anything. We were just going to do it, and it'd be good. And I mean, I haven't watched it back from what I've heard from people and the little I've seen. It just looks like it just flowed. It just really flowed, and I mean, I couldn't see it from Luton's side. The comments he read out to me and the things that people were saying. This is from a boy who didn't speak until he was 4. He would literally cross the road if he sees someone who would know, and but didn't feel confident to speak to or didn't want to engage in conversation. Um, this is, you know what I mean, this is the boy who didn't know what um, value he had in life. Why was I put here for? Why does it seem like everyone else is doing their thing? They seem like they've got it sorted, and there's him, me, moving from one thing to the other, just really being unsure. This is me, and I'm being on a podcast, and people are telling me that they're learning from me. It's just, it's just, I don't know. It's, I mean, I accept it, and I kind of live in the moment. But when I really think about it, I just couldn't see this. I didn't see this day happening. Really, I didn't see myself talking about being a public speaker or doing public speaking. Um, so I need to be I need to be proud of myself of this and this short journey I've taken in 2 months in this doing this whole public speaking thing and Facebook Live. The strides I've made, the stuff I've achieved, the things I've done. It's just amazing, really. It's right up there with stuff I've done in my life, and all this stuff I'm doing is being recorded. So my children, I'm leaving something for my children, and I'm hoping they'll just watch these videos and stuff I'm doing, and just it just all sinks in their mindset, and just want them to know that they can do anything. Elijah, Micah, Diana, if you all are watching this, I don't know, 10, 20 years down the line, and I did not tell you this stuff face to face, you can do anything that you put your mind to, God willing. If you knew you could not fail, what would you guys do? Please, more than anything, just take that on board and just run with it, and just yeah, just don't be crippled by the stuff I was crippled by. Learn from me, learn from my struggles, and just move on. So I can go on for ages. I'm going to leave it at that. But thank you for all of you people who have joined me on the journey, the people to come, all your comments, your feedback. Even when those people who were telling me my sound hasn't been right on my Facebook lives, I need all that feedback. I need to know. Sometimes I don't realize these things. I take on all feedback. My ego, I've massaged it to a degree which I'm happy to take on these things. I'm not the finished article by any means. I'm not the finished article, but that's why I'm doing this, to become better, not just to wait to be the finished article. So all your likes, all your comments, the people I spoke to who haven't liked, who haven't commented but have been watching, like I said, you might view me as being, I know what I'm doing, I've got this down, or what have you. I haven't. I've got something to share, and I found like I found my voice. And people have asked me over the weekend and even tonight, it kind of came up in the interview, about what the future is for this Seeds of Wisdom stuff and Facebook Lives. To be honest, I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is I'm enjoying doing it. I kind of found my lane in this, and I did a video on this, past, present, and future. I'm just focusing on the present, and I'm just going to keep on bringing these. I'm enjoying it. It's like a hobby. I haven't got many hobbies. What with work and family, whatever, I just see this as a hobby, something I'm enjoying, something that's adding value, being of use to people's lives, and I'm definitely I'm learning from this as well. So while that's continuing, I'll just carry on, and I don't know where this is going to take me. So far, it's taken me on a podcast interview. So far, it's possibly taken me to speak to 1,200 people in December. That will be my first ever public speaking gig, if the opportunity does develop into that. So this has taken me to nearly 40 videos. So I really don't. I've just lost connection there, so I'm gonna shoot off. Hey Manny, how you doing, man? I need to speak to you, man. Manny Forquhar is just someone who's just just pure energy. He just loves life, and I had the pleasure of working him for a few years in recruitment. And Manny, if I haven't told you, I know you got big ego, but I'm going to add to it. I've learned a lot from you, not just from your how you conduct yourself, with being a people person, and all the bravado and all the rest of it, but just your attention to detail, your focus, And I'm not surprised you've got your own business now. I'm sure your business is flying. So yeah, I'm privileged to play a part of that. And if that means I inflate your ego a little bit, then so be it. And hopefully we'll chat soon on the phone. I'm just reflecting on my podcast interview tonight, and also my cousin's wedding over the weekend. But you can watch back. So yeah, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what the future is for Seeds of Wisdom. I'm enjoying it, and as long as I'm enjoying it, I'm going to carry on doing it. At the moment, I don't know if there will be. There's no product to sell. There's no service I'm doing with this. It's just stuff that's on my heart, and I'm sharing, and I get inspired by different things around me. Really tap into my creative juices, and yeah, and I'm enjoying it. So why not continue? And we'll let whoever or whatever take care of the rest. So on that point, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I can finally put a number to this video. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, go back to the beginning and hopefully make more sense. And this one will be up on YouTube soon. Um, those of you who've recently become my friends, want to know why I'm doing all this stuff, watch number 3, why. Number 2 or 3 is quite early on in my Facebook lives that really drill down the detail on why I'm doing this. It's not just, I haven't got anything better to do. I've got children, I've got family, I've got other things definitely I can do, but that'll explain more detail. And I'll be back tomorrow with, God willing, with another Facebook Live. And keep supporting me, because I really appreciate it, and it means the world to me. So, love you and leave you. Have a good night.